What's up, fellas? So today we here to talk about breaking down the male hierarchy. I had a loyal patron supporter ask me about, he wanted me to talk about Sigma male and all that type of stuff, Omega male and all that. So I never really cared to understand what a Sigma male was, Omega male and all that bullshit. But I did some research on it to see, what was the definition of these, because the only thing I ever concerned myself with was either you fucking alpha or you fucking beta. And I'm glad this patron supporter asked me this question, because I found out a little something about my fucking self. It's almost like reading a horoscope. So you kind of see your personality and shit. So a lot of you guys gonna either classify you guys as alpha and beta, but after I break down this Omega and Sigma shit, a lot of you guys gonna fall in those categories. All right, more than the alpha and beta, I believe. Just from reading what the definition of it was and shit, I'm like, holy shit. All right, so let me get into this. All right, so first, I researched what Omega male was, and basically, guys, an Omega male is basically a guy that lacks ambition. Now, this lack of ambition is not because they're lazy. This lack of ambition is because they don't conform to what society says makes them a success. Okay? Peace of mind is what makes them success. So this will be the guy that is a freelance photographer making 25 grand a year and he's happy. Not because, oh, I'm a lazy fuck, so I want to be a freelance photographer. Let's just be real right here. Most of you guys are driven by success because society says you need this car and you need this house and this how you need to dress, and partly to impress your friends, to attract women. The Omega male says, I don't give a fuck about none of that bullshit. That's basically what the Omega male is a Mgtow. Now, people have different, definitions of what a Mgtow is. My understanding for what a Mgtow really is a guy that still deals with women, but he don't need women. This is a guy that has mastered the ability to be alone. That's what I think of when I think of the word Mgtow. Now, when I first got on YouTube, I thought Mgtow was a crybaby that complained, and that's pretty much an incel. All right, that's not a Mgtow. And maybe some guys are that kind of Mgtow. I guess you got different degrees of Mgtow. I don't fucking know. But my definition of a Mgtow is a man that he hasn't given up on women. He just don't need women. He could take them or leave them. This is the definition. And when I think about that, this is the guy that goes to the club and he waits on choosing signals. It's like, if women are interested, fine. If not, they not my source of happiness. That's what an Omega male is. Now, the reason for all you guys say, well, AMS, you're an Omega. I'm not an Omega because I do have ambition. Now, regardless of what the ambition is or whatever, I do have ambition to be like a legend. A lot of you guys, like I told you guys, I don't really plan on having kids, at least not right now. That could change in 5 or 10 years, but as of right now, I don't plan on having kids. It could change just for legacy reasons. But and listen, I have nothing against having kids. I just don't want to pay no bitch no child support. Let's just get that straight right now. That's the only thing holding me up from kids. Because y'all guys know I'm not finna get in a relationship, and y'all guys know I'm not getting married. So it's just me coming to grips with that fucking paying a bitch child support. That's my only. If it wasn't for child support, right? If it wasn't me fucking taking care of bitch for fucking 18 years, I have 3 kids right fucking now. The only hold up is child support. That I gotta cross that hurdle. The fact of me and y'all say, hey, man, you don't want to take care of your kids. I don't want to take care of that bitch. I don't care mind taking care of the kids. I don't want to take care of that bitch. All that money ain't for them goddamn kids. She over there buying purses and shit with my goddamn hard-earned money. I don't have no problem taking care of my kids. I don't want to take care of that bitch. So that's the issue with me and kids. But I do have ambition now, regardless of what the reason is. Is it for, whatever, impress people, whatever. I do have ambition. So I wouldn't classify myself as an Omega. Omega has no ambition. Remember, not because they're lazy. They just don't give a fuck about impressing your ass. They don't give a fuck about impressing their parents. Most of the shit that we do for success is for others. Not all the time, because mine ain't for that. Mine ain't for that. I always just been kind of competitive, and and let me just say this too. Money does, for me, make your life better. I understand for some people it might don't, but even for, like, as far as your health and the things you're able to do, the spots you're able to go to, money does help. Some people just don't value none of that bullshit. Some people, man, their definition of happiness is having them a fat blunt, a little whiskey, and going fishing. That's, so that's gonna be your Omega guy. The guy who goes, he gets his joy out of going fishing and hiking, shit like that. He don't care about going to 5-star restaurants. He don't care about traveling. He don't care about wearing nice clothes. So that's the Omega guys. All right. So some of you guys, I had a guy in the comment said that. Say he don't have no drive for all the bullshit and getting a house and this, that, and that. He said he had no drive for that. He would be an Omega. Okay, guys. Next, the Sigma male. Now, this is the guy that has all the characteristics of an alpha male, except they're a natural loner. They prefer not to have friends. So this is the guy, the alpha male is here, and he got that social circle. He has a lot of friends. He has the women throwing themselves at him. The Sigma male has the women throwing themselves at him, but he just chooses to live outside of the social circle. This is the long. Do y'all guys want to know who the perfect example of when I read the definition of a Sigma male? Kobe Bryant. He is the epitome of a Sigma male. A lot of you guys don't know this because he became a mentor to a lot of NBA players at the end of his career, and especially when he retired, he became a mentor. But Kobe didn't do all that friendly playing shit. Kobe didn't fuck with nobody. Kobe had his wife and kids. He went home. He didn't do all that fraternizing. He didn't get cool with guys till guys looked up to him to be a mentor. And so LeBron had been trying to be friends with Kobe for so long, and Kobe kind of kept him at arm's distance. Dude, you're a competitor. I don't want to be your friend. I want to kick your ass. I mean, I seen LeBron trying to cozy up Kobe for so fucking long. Y'all know I'm a LeBron guy more than a Kobe guy, but even I could tell, man, I'm like, man, stop sucking up to Kobe, man. Kobe don't want to be your fucking friend. He want to kick your ass. So they became cool when Kobe was out the league, but when Kobe was in the league, he didn't do all that fraternizing and playing and we friends and we on the court doing all this before the game, all these damn handshakes and bullshit. Kobe was 100 a fucking killer. And that's who 100% remind me of Sigma. Another guy who's a Sigma, yours truly. That's me. I just naturally, just like I fuck with my women, I don't really deal with guys. Like y'all guys know, y'all saw the vlogs when I first got up here, I was hanging with my man Fat. And he hit me up, wanted to hang out a few more times after that. And I'm like, oh man, I'm doing something, hanging with my chick. I'm just not a guy that just hang with dudes. That's just, I don't know why. I naturally always just been that way. I don't really care for hanging with dudes like that. He invited me to come see the Super Bowl. He invited me to a couple of barbecues. Obviously he done stopped trying. But that's just how I always been, guys. I always been. Whenever I had guys try to invite me to stuff, I don't go. I hang with my females. I never been that social type dude. So I would be more of a Sigma male. A Sigma male has all the charisma of an alpha male, that has all that ability to lead and all that other shit. Just choose to lead, live outside the hierarchy, a loner, so to speak, but by choice. Could make friends, just naturally just don't fuck with motherfuckers. So that would be me, and that's how Kobe was, guys. Not trying to compare myself to Kobe or nothing like that, but I'm just saying we have something I have those same characteristics as a Sigma male. All right. Next, guys, and I'm not doing these in order. So if y'all guys ask me to put these in order real quick, I will go alpha male at the top, Sigma male right under the alpha male, the Omega male, beta male, and gamma male. Okay, that's how I would rank them if y'all had asked me to do the hierarchy. That's how I would do it. I'm not doing these in no particular order. Next is the alpha male. This is the king. Now, this is the real honest truth on what's an alpha male, guys. If you're not this is the, and I wrote about this in my last book, right? My advanced book. I wrote about this in my last book. And when I researched it, they had the same definition that I had. And then y'all read my book. Like I wrote in the book, in my advanced book, that even I'm not a 100% alpha male. This is who an alpha male is. If a woman ain't throwing herself at you, right? If a woman's not throwing herself at you, when you're an alpha male, you don't ask women out, do none of that bullshit. You don't even got to ask women over to your house. They're throwing themselves at you. Think Prince. Think Drake. Think these are celebrities, guys. Y'all guys might not know this, so I'm going to tell any of y'all guys, they got a documentary on YouTube right now, The Dark Side of Showtime. I think I said this before in another video. I can't remember. I think I did. If I didn't, I meant to tell you guys this. It's a channel on YouTube that highlighted the Showtime Lakers. It's called The Dark Side of Showtime. Just put that into YouTube and you'll see. It shows that Magic Johnson was sleeping with 2,000 to 3,000 women a year. You think Magic Johnson had to go out and ask women, hey, you want to go on a date? Hey, you want to come on? This comes from women throwing them. When they came back from games, it would be women outside they fucking hotel ready to fuck. 10, 15. He'll take 10 every night after a game. 10, 15 women. That's an alpha male. Y'all guys might not know this. Celebrities sleep with probably 80% of the women in the world. And the rest of us normal guys, we get the little 20% scraps. That's and include myself. That hot chick that you looking at her picture every day like, ooh, that bitch is hitting up some celebrity in them DMs, flying out to go suck his dick. That's just the God honest truth, guys. Them same hot little, I can name out some. Amira Dime, shit. Robbie Loso, y'all know Drake was fucking with Robbie Loso. The same ones y'all over salivating over. Them girls, I'm gonna put it to y'all guys like this. You know the chicks y'all fucking with, and probably including myself, they probably hit up those A-list celebrities. Them motherfuckers about, man, bitch, you ain't fine enough. Dead. You know that little hot chick that work at your job, that's a 10 to you, she probably hit up Leonardo DiCaprio. Leonardo DiCaprio probably don't even return that bitch DMs. Or fucking Drake or whoever. Bitch, you ain't hot enough. I'm dead ass. That's the honest truth, guys. That's the honest truth. That's the honest truth. Those are celebrities. So you're not an alpha male if you not get that. I wrote about that in my book, and I told you guys that since that don't pertain to the average guy, unless you only gonna get that if you're not even if you rich, you don't get that. I could give you $1 billion right now, and you couldn't fuck as many women as Drake because you don't have that status. Jeff Bezos is famous, so that's not a good example. But let's just say use one of these hundreds of billionaires that's in America right now that's not famous. Of course, you got some famous, obviously, right? You got fucking the Facebook guy, Zuckerberg. So you got some that are famous, but by and large, a lot of the billionaires, if they was in Walmart next to you, you wouldn't even recognize. You wouldn't even know the fuck they was. Okay, even if you heard their name, you probably wouldn't. Well, if you heard their last name, you probably know the fuck they was. Because most billionaires, you'll recognize their last name. You heard their first name, you wouldn't know the fuck they was. So even the money is not the issue. It's the fame, the status, the social proof. That's the issue. So even if you became a billionaire, you still couldn't sleep with as many women as fucking Prince. God rest his soul. And the reason I say Prince, I was on a date with a girl in New York City. And I had, I told her, we came back to the club that I worked at, have a drink or whatever. And I was like, Prince coming here. She said, Prince? And she's like, oh my God. She said, oh my God, pass out. I said, you'll go home with Prince tonight, won't you? And she said, yeah. And I said, but you won't go to my house tonight. And she said, you ain't Prince. That's what the girl fucking told me on the fucking day. You not Prince. Dead ass. Basically set up in. I said to myself that night, I said, you know what? I bet Prince could say, hey, eat her pussy. And I bet she'll fucking do it. But you won't even go home with me tonight. But you'll go do whatever Prince wants you to do. If Prince told you to eat all 3 of those bitch pussy, you'll do it. That is the power of fame, guys. That's the power of fame. So y'all guys see that on Instagram. Y'all see these celebrities get these girls to get naked on Instagram. Y'all guys are seeing Tory Lanez Instagram page where he had the girls twerking every damn day and they half naked and shit on his Instagram. And y'all done seen that fucking shit. Y'all seen Lil Boosie have girls showing their titties on Instagram and shit. So y'all guys know the power of fame. You couldn't do that. Okay, guys? So that is what an alpha male, obviously you're going to have your own business and stuff like this. Now, in my sense of the alpha male, since that don't pertain to us, my sense of the alpha male is being a leader, wanting to be a boss, having a boss mindset, and being fairly successful with women, having an abundance mindset. That's my definition of an alpha male, because the true definition of alpha male doesn't pertain to most of us. So that is my definition of an alpha male. You successful with women, you don't struggle with women. They don't throw themselves at you, but you don't struggle with them. You sleep with your fat shot. You can sleep with 50 women a year. All right, that's a good 2 days for Magic Johnson off about what that documentary was saying, which is ridiculous. And for all you guys wondering, how the fuck would you get up that many times? Well, you know, probably drugs. And also, guys, y'all guys got to understand, you dealing with the hottest of the hottest women. You understand? You're dealing with cheerleaders and, Laker cheerleaders. You're dealing with super hot chicks. So that's how he would be able to have sex. He's not sleeping with 7s and 8s. He's sleeping with pure dimes. Okay? All right. So the next guys will be the beta male. The beta male biggest thing is no confidence. A follower. An employee. And don't have no confidence with women. Always having to prove yourself to women. You struggle. You get friend zoned a lot. You're a beta male. If you somebody that's struggle with confidence, you're a beta male. If you over here and you like, how do I build my confidence? You're a beta male. I ain't saying that wrong with it, but that's what you are. If confidence is an issue for you, then you're a beta male. Beta males will start something, then they just quit. They just don't have the confidence to see it through. That's a beta male, guys. Okay? So I hear a lot of guys talking about confidence and how can I build my confidence. That's a beta male. Alpha males and sigma males do not struggle with confidence. Even when I was 300 pounds, confidence was no issue. You would have thought I looked like fucking, you would have thought I was chiseled. I mean, you literally would have thought I was chiseled. The way, even when I was 300, 320, whatever, when I was over 300 pounds, whatever, you would have thought I looked like fucking Denzel, a young Denzel Washington, the way I always had confidence. The only thing is I had to admit to myself that I noticed that it is harder for me to attract women when I was 300 pounds opposed to me being 225. And I couldn't deny those facts. That I noticed that my rejection rate was higher when I was over 300 pounds opposed to 225. It didn't shake my confidence one little bit though. I still thought I was the hottest shit since sliced bread. And last is the gamma, which is basically an incel. Basically, you're the invisible guy. Basically, for all you guys that have haters and shit like that, understand that haters means that you're relevant. If you somebody right now and you say, I have no haters, you just all happy, I don't got no haters, that's not good. That's not unless you the omega, which you just live, you don't really give a fuck about. But as somebody who has an ambition guy, somebody who has ambition, you should have haters. Because haters come from, guys, if you get a 6-pack, you're gonna have haters. And I ain't talking about beer, I'm talking about abs. You have a 6-pack, you're gonna have haters. You get a nice car, you're gonna have haters. You get a hot chick, you're gonna have haters. You get your own business, you're gonna have haters. If you dress nice, you're gonna have haters. If you got a large social circle, you're gonna have haters. It don't take a whole lot to cause you to have haters. So if you don't have no haters, nobody's hating on you, you probably ain't really got too much going on. But a gamma, guys, is basically an incel. Can't get laid, invisible to women, struggle to make friends. You kind of like a loner, but not by choice. The sigma, like me, I'm a loner, but it's by choice. I have guys trying to hit me up all the time. Hey, man, do that. Well, of course, they stopped trying, but I'm a loner by choice. The gamma is not by choice. Nobody wants to be your friend. You're invisible. No charisma, whatever. So that's the gamma guy. So that's the hierarchy. Like I said, if you ask me to put them in order, I go alpha male, I would go sigma, I would go omega, I would go beta, and then I would go gamma. All right, guys. I'll get back with you guys later.